¿Todos hablan español?
Sí.
Muy bien, excelente.
Excellent.
I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, we're gonna do English and Spanish. No, we're gonna do English only. Okay. Guys, good evening. It's great to see all of you guys tonight. And after listening to James, every time he talks and Stacy and we do this, I just get excited, you know. And every time we do calls and webinars, and you can see us and you can feel the energy, and we're just kind of jumping in our seat, you know, like little kids with lots of sugar, you know. So tonight, guys, I want to share with you guys a couple of things. And first of all, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I came to the U.S. in 1989. I was born in Mexico. And just before I came, I had one of those great childhoods where my parents were full-time pastors, full-time ministry. And in Mexico, it's a little different because pastors in Mexico really just live by faith, you know. And I remember my parents just getting paid, if you call that paid, like chickens and eggs and milk, you know, tortillas, whatever, you know. And that was great. But what I would remember the most is that every time that my parents would get something, even if it was little, they'd always put it in different piles and give it forward to even families less fortunate than us. And I love that. I mean, I grew up like that. Since I can remember, we'd go to families less fortunate than us and give them little paper bags with tortillas and eggs and whatever we had, you know. So I thought that was normal. And as I grew up, I've told this story a couple of times, and I just remember all these little things. To me, mixing with people and talking to people and getting people to know them and just building relationships was normal since I was 5 years old. I was selling burritos, guys, breakfast burritos at 5 years old in construction sites in Mexico. So to me, talking to people was perfectly normal. So we come to the States when I was about 13 years old, and we go all the way straight to Florida. Who's been to Florida? Who's like strawberries? Who likes strawberries?
Chocolate covered.
Well, the ones I used to pick weren't chocolate covered. They were just regular strawberries. That was my first job, guys, picking strawberries. And whoever knows about the field, you know, work, all day you're bent over, every day, all day. By the time you get home, your normal posture is like this, you know, because you can't get up. You're just bent all day. So $22 a day, and that was on a good day. And the first week was great because you get to eat a lot of strawberries, right? But then after that, I said, I'm not made for this stuff. And most of the people in the field would say, this is the only thing we have, man. What do you think? You know, you're just a Mexican just like us, and you just came to work, and this is the only thing, and this is where your kids and your grandkids are going to be. Because that's how we were raised. And I said, well, I am a Mexican, but I'm not this type of Mexican. You know? I'm the other type, you know? So they used to make fun of me and all this stuff and whatever, but just to make a story short, they threw me right in school, not speaking English. Took me 3 months of hanging out with all kinds of language speaking except Spanish speaking people. And I was hanging out with everybody that spoke English or half English or whatever. And in 3 months I was able to speak it and understand it well enough to get out of the ESL classes, the English second language classes. And most of my friends would make fun of me. Oh, you think you're white now? You speak English. Whatever, you know. Well, I'll tell you, just on that note, I still got friends from 1989 to this day. They still don't speak English because they just thought it's okay. I'll never pick it up. Well, to fast forward, I went through the last 18 years or whatever, 20 years, from job to job, to having my own company, to working for big corporations, to corporate America. And the main thing that kept me pushing was, this is great, but this is not me yet. This is temporary. And that's a big phrase that I used all my life. This is temporary. It's just a learning experience. Let me learn as much as possible from it and move on. And I never felt that full. And before was too long, I I got to have the American dream, you know, the house, the cars, the trips, and all that stuff, and still you feel like there's something missing, you know. And a couple of years ago, we got introduced to direct sales, and to me, talking to people, building relationships, and making money for it, I was like, that's what I've been doing since I was 5 years old. You know, so to me it was like great. And so I got involved with a company, and it was my first time. It was just great. We started going through the ranks. You know, I want to believe that most of you guys have, you know, get a little bit of an idea of direct sales and everything. We're going through the ranks, making a lot of money, all this stuff, and then it was like, well, wait a minute. The people are not making money. The people are not as happy as I am. The people are not doing what, this is not what I signed up for. And then guess what? I met this guy. I met this guy at a parking lot because I was introducing him to what I was doing. And this guy, after we talked and everything, he says, I got something that I want to show you. He says, because I'm not really supposed to be talking about it, but you need to see this. And I said, okay. So he shows me this 39-minute video that Stacey was talking about a little while ago with our CEO, Ryan Ward. We had a 40-minute video. And he shared that with me. And since the minute I saw that guy talking, I couldn't get off my seat. And I finished it. And I remember telling my wife, I want to meet that guy, and we're going to do big things together. And my wife looked at me, and she goes, what about? And I said, no, I'm telling you. This is it. This is what, since I was 5 years old, I've been getting ready for it. And ever since that day, the Solavei vision became ours. I just made it mine, and I said, that's it, this is it.
Right.
There was not even service. There was not even videos or flyers or nothing. It was just an idea, but it was so strong that we started pushing. And I'm telling you guys, right now, what we're doing, everything that we've created, all the people that we've met, everything that has happened in the last 18 months, we haven't even started. I'm telling you that much. So just like James said, if you're on that 1 million number, you're still just at the beginning. And if a strawberry picking Mexican could do it, I'm pretty sure you guys can do it too. You know, anybody can do it. What we're gonna go over today is branding, and yeah, I'll show you my arm.
I want to see the tattoo.
You see this right here? A couple of weeks ago, we went to a quinceañera. Who knows what a quinceañera is? The 15, you know, I guess everybody, right? Yeah. Live in Texas, right? We went to a quinceañera, and I had my shirts dirty. So I had to wear a shirt with no Solavei on it. And I felt weird. First time in 18 months. Because once we got on board, everything that I have, you see, we're at the movies right there. Look at that. I mean, everything that I have, it's purple, it's got the Solavei, it's got the logo, and just in case I would forget a t-shirt or a shirt or whatever, I just went ahead and branded my arm with the same thing, you know. So, but the branding, guys, means a lot because people are curious. Every time they see you, every time, and especially if you do it every day, a lot of times you don't even have to say anything. Just be consistent. Every day, a little something. The hat, you know, the color, the little pin, whatever you want, you know, one of these bracelets. And people eventually are catching on and say, what is that, man? You always have it. It works. And by the time people ask you on their own, they're already on board. Because they already know. They just want to hear it from you. And guys, I just thought about this. I've never done this when I talked about this before, but I want to do something tonight before we get here because getting the brand and getting social has a lot to do with this. Everybody has a phone, right? We said everybody has a phone?
Right.
Let's do something real quick. Let's everybody get up and switch chairs. Let's switch chairs. Don't sit down with the person you came. Don't be with your buddy or your friend or whatever. Let's just switch chairs real quick. Let's make it quick because we don't got much time, guys. That way it gives you a little time to walk and.
I was going to sit here.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a hot seat now.
Woo! Okay. Now.
Is there room?
Look to the person on your side, whoever you want, left or right, or both sides, and tell them, I'm glad you're here tonight. I'm glad you made it tonight. I'm glad you're here.
Glad you're here tonight.
And then say, I'm glad I'm here tonight.
I'm glad I'm here tonight.
That's awesome, guys. That's awesome. So, everybody has Facebook, right?
Yes.
Get your phones out real quick. 30 seconds. Something real quick. Get your phones out. Take a picture of the guy next to you, the front, the back, whatever you want. Just a quick picture. We're going to do something real quick.
Y'all taking selfies?
So a quick picture and just upload it to Facebook and say, we're taking over Dallas. We're taking over Texas. Just do a little quick something real quick, but let's make it happen real quick so we can get going.
Team Solavei.
Yeah, hashtag Team Solavei. Hashtag Team Solavei.
I want to give everybody a bracelet tonight. Talking about branding, we want you to know you're here, so I'm going to hand these out while he keeps talking.
Okay? So let's make it quick, guys. Don't start checking your status and the other people's stuff that you don't care about. You know, don't look at videos or nothing like that. Let's just
Thank you.
All right, so what are we talking?
something like we're painting Texas purple. We're getting this revolution started. Something catchy, something short, and then hashtag Team Solavei. Hashtag Team Solavei.
Dallas takeover.
Dallas Take. Hashtag Dallas Take. Yeah. We're taking over Dallas.
What was the hashtag again? I'm sorry.
Team Solavei. Team Solavei all together.
We are painting Texas purple.
Okay.
Okay, David Bush, you're going up.
Okay. Everybody ready? We're good? Okay, check this out, guys. Something that branding gets you is not only that the numbers, it's not only the money, it's that belief and that in other people that are watching you all the time. Because you already know what you're doing. You already know what you want. However, most of the stuff we have is for other people to see how much passion you have, how much you really are pushing what you're doing. Is it just one of those things again that he's invited me 20 times before? Or is it a thing that he's really going to make happen and man, he's not even saying anything, he's just wearing it. And he's pushing it every day. I think I want to talk to this guy. That's what that's going to get you. And this right here, guys, that's a H2 Hummer that I have, and this is how it started. It was a red Hummer with a nice big old sticker in the back, and then all of a sudden it turned into this, and it wasn't happening overnight, guys. When we started, I remember I had a purple Solavei shirt. I know the ladies had him back there for sale a little while ago, similar to that, but it was, yeah, one of those, and we got it at the launch, September 21st, 2012. Yeah. They gave us a shirt to go in to with the company. I wore that shirt for 6 months, guys. And I used to wash it every day, okay? But I wore the thing for 6 months because I didn't have any other thing. But I'll tell you what happened with branding yourself, something as simple as this, making it up, printing it, putting your name on it, and just wearing it, you know. People start looking at you every day. Well, before you know it, that shirt and this and the SIM cards, obviously, SIM cards, everybody having SIM cards, you know, that's going to get you beyond what you're thinking. I mean, it just takes you beyond of your imagination. And when you do that, then you can afford to get crazy and paint your face like this. And then get your family. You see everybody has Solavei right there? My 14-year-old, I mean, this guy, I'm telling you, everything you have, you start getting it embroidered, and now everything, even your car, your tent, your flags. We didn't get thousands of people in our network because we had this. It's because that we started with passion and pushing what we had, with what we could, where we were, that we got to do this. And now you can just imagine. By the way, everybody in the Dallas area, you're going to start seeing this thing more often because I'm moving to Dallas. So we're going to really tear this town up, okay? Guys, we're going to keep talking about this in a little bit, but I tell you, if you can just focus on everything you have, if everything you would wear every day would be able to change somebody's life that single day, just think about that. And if it was just your purpose to change somebody's life that single day, not by talking, just by way you're wearing, and all you had to do was maybe embroider it, maybe screen printed or whatever. It might be a little smaller. You don't have to go, whatever. Something that you're comfortable with. But just think about the branding as part of you being a superhero for other people. And that's going to help you a lot. Because that's what we do. People out there need it. And on that note, I'm one of the persons that I don't have something where I can tell you where I want to be in 5 years. It's because what I do every morning when I get up, it's because of my daily goal that I know, and I'm sure where I'm going to be in 5 years. So my thing, the long time thing, the long deals or whatever that people make, I respect them and I love it, when they have all of that. But to me, the satisfaction is daily. Every night when you go to bed, you feel great. Every morning when you get up, you feel great. So because you do that and you feel that, whoo, I did awesome today. Man, I touched that person. Man, I touched this other guy. Every day, the reward is there. Therefore, your passion is huge. It never ends. And the next morning, you can't wait to get up and just go mess it up again, and have somebody not sleep because you told them the information, because you told them their life could change. So when you do that every day, your long-time goals, your long-time whatever, you already know it's like cheating. Because they're already going to become what you want them to become in whatever time you're looking for. It's the daily thing that we're looking at, guys. A lot of times we focus so much on the long run that we forget to do the present. And if we do the present every day, the rest of it is going to be a lot easier. So I'm going to give a couple minutes to Ms. Stacey Wallace because I know we got other people coming up, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you guys again. So thank you very much.
That's awesome.